Okay, so this week, AI didn't just write a little bit of code, it completely rewrote the rules of business. We're talking about a super popular company's entire business model just collapsing overnight.
This week, we've got a huge AI screw-up that has the entire industry on notice. A brand new programming language literally built by an AI, future of tech, straight from CES 2026.
And a hardware arms race kicking into absolute overdrive. Let's break down one of the wildest weeks in tech we've seen in a long time.
All right, let's just dive right into the most shocking story of the week. Imagine this, your product is blowing up, it's more popular than ever, but you're going broke. Sounds nuts, right? It literally just happened to a major software company, and it's all because of AI.
This isn't just about AI changing how we work anymore. It's about AI changing the fundamental economics of the tools we all use every day. The company we're talking about is Tailwind Labs. Well, this week, they laid off 75% of their engineering team. A massive, brutal cut. But why they did it? That's the part that's just mind-blowing. In the before times, developers would go to Tailwind's website, read the docs, and that traffic drove revenue. Simple enough. But now, with AI tools like GitHub Copilot just spitting out the code for them instantly, well, nobody needs to visit the website anymore. So you get this crazy paradox. Product usage is through the roof, but the website traffic that actually paid the bills.
And you might be thinking, okay, that's one company. But no, this is not an isolated incident, not by a long shot. In the same week, the home services company Angie axed 350 jobs, and they straight up said it was due to AI efficiency improvements. The message here is crystal clear. This isn't some far-off future problem. AI is changing the job market right now, today.
And no, this is not a movie plot. It's a real, genuine vulnerability that was just found in a major AI tool. It really shows the massive risks we're taking as we hand more and more control over to artificial intelligence.
So this dangerous flaw is called prompt injection. The easiest way to think about it is like this. You're basically doing social engineering, but on an AI. You're tricking a helpful assistant into doing something it should never ever do, like leaking secret info or running dangerous code.
And this isn't theoretical. Researchers found that they could fool IBM's AI coding assistant, which is called Bob, by the way, into installing malware on a developer's computer. This is a massive problem because these tools are supposed to help you code faster, not open up a brand new backdoor for attackers.
And that, right there, opens up a giant can of worms we're all gonna have to deal with, and soon. I mean, if an AI acting on its own causes a massive data breach, who's on the hook? Is it the user who wrote the prompt, the company that built the AI, or the company that decided to use it? There are no easy answers here.
Okay, let's shift gears from AI security to something, well, mind-blowing, actually. We've gone past AI just using our tools. Now AI is building the next generation of tools for us.
So meet Brew. It's a brand new programming language. And get this, it was developed with help from Anthropic's AI, Claude. It's trying to do the same thing that makes Rust so great, memory safety, but with one killer difference. It's designed to be way, way easier to learn. This could be a total game changer, making it easier for millions of developers to write safer code.
But don't count Python out just yet. The king of AI languages is getting some serious power-ups for 2026, including a wicked fast new type checker and a new C code generator. It's all about making it faster and easier for developers, making sure Python stays on top of the food chain.
The industry reacts. And how are they reacting? By building bigger, faster, more insane hardware. Seriously, welcome to the great AI hardware arms race, which just went into overdrive this week. And firing the first shot, of course, was Nvidia. At their big keynote, they pulled the wraps off their next-gen AI platform, codenamed Vera Rubin. And listen, this isn't just some minor update. This is a monster leap forward, built specifically to power the absolute tidal wave of AI that's coming. And this chart, wow, it just shows you the insane scale of this jump. The new Vera Rubin platform, it's 5 times faster than the current generation Blackwell. That's not a small bump. That is a colossal increase in power for training these hungry AI models. Of course, you didn't think AMD was just gonna sit there and watch, did you? No way. They fired right back with their own vision for what they're calling yotta-scale computing. We're talking about a system that can do a yottaflop. That's a trillion calculations per second. I mean, it's in a number so big, it's almost impossible to even wrap your head around it. But here's the thing. This war isn't just being fought in these giant, faceless data centers. Intel is bringing the fight right to your laptop, showing off their brand new Panther Lake AI chips. And their whole game is power efficiency, making sure your own personal computer can run some seriously powerful AI without killing your battery in 5 minutes.
You know what they say? If you want to see the future, just follow the money. And this week, we saw some huge investments that tell us exactly where the smart money is flowing in the AI world. $70 million. Let that sink in. That's how much Articulate, an AI startup for big businesses, just raised in its Series B. It just goes to show you, beyond all the hype, serious investors are placing massive bets on companies that can actually bring this tech into big corporations.
And it's not just the startups getting all the love. The big dogs are making moves too. Tech giant Infosys just announced major partnerships with both Amazon's AWS and the AI coding company Cognition. The goal here is crystal clear: get generative AI into the world's biggest companies, and fast, to get a leg up on the competition.
Everyone's talking about the big models, right? But look where the smart money is really going. It's pouring into the infrastructure, the tools, the platforms, the evaluation frameworks. It's the classic picks and shovels play during a gold rush. And you can see this everywhere in the funding news this week. Startups like i10x, which works on discovery layers, LinkerVision, which focuses on workflows, and Ella Marina, an evaluation platform, all just got funded. They're all building the essential plumbing for the entire AI economy.
Okay, but all this beefy new hardware is just a fancy paperweight without the software, the brains to run on it. And guess what? The AI models themselves are evolving just as ridiculously fast. They're getting smarter and, kind of surprisingly, a lot more efficient too. You want a perfect example? Look at this new model called Falcon H1R. It's a game changer because it proves that smaller, more compact AI can actually outperform some of the giant ones. Why does that matter? Well, it's absolutely huge for what we call edge computing, running powerful AI directly on your phone without needing to be connected to some massive server in the cloud. And if you thought that was cool, the research side of things is getting straight up sci-fi. The big buzzword right now is self-verification. The easiest way to think about it, it's like an AI that can grade its own homework. First, it generates an answer. Then it literally goes back and reviews its own thought process to spot any flaws. And then, this is a crazy part, it corrects its own mistakes. This is a monumental step toward making AI that we can actually trust.
So the big headline coming out of the massive CES tech show in Las Vegas is that AI is moving out of the digital world and into physical hardware. And this is a huge deal, folks. This could completely change how we interact with technology every single day. And we're not just talking about ideas on a whiteboard. We saw a flood of AI-powered physical gadgets. We're talking real, tangible stuff. Think truly smart robots, Lego sets you can actually interact with, smart TVs that adapt to what you're watching, and yeah, even cleaning robots that can finally climb stairs. AI is becoming physically real.
So, with all this talk of layoffs and new tech, you have to ask, does any of this actually help people do their jobs better? The answer is a resounding yes. New enterprise studies are coming out showing that AI assistance is boosting developer productivity by about 32%. So for all the drama and debate, the numbers don't lie. These tools are making a real measurable difference. All right, so much more happened this week. So buckle up, let's blast through some of the other huge headlines in a rapid-fire round. All right, you ready? First up, Razer just dropped a new workstation so developers can run AI models right on their own machine. Google is pushing agentic AI into search, basically AI that doesn't just find information, it helps you get stuff done. On the money side, consulting giant Accenture just snapped up a UK AI firm for over $1 billion. And finally, CES was a zoo. We saw everything from robot vacuums that can climb stairs to smart homes where AI runs the whole show. So, when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway from this insane week? It's this. AI is officially past the cool new toy phase. It is now a core economic force that is breaking and remaking business models, forcing really tough conversations about jobs, and fueling a hardware arms race that's worth billions and billions of dollars.
With AI going physical, AI creating programming languages, and all this money flooding into infrastructure, What is the one tech trend you've got your eyes on for the rest of the year?
And that leaves us with the million-dollar question, right? Are these AI-driven layoffs just a knee-jerk overreaction, or are we seeing the beginning of a necessary and maybe pretty painful evolution of how we all work? I really want to know what you think, so drop a comment below. And hey, if you want to make sense of all this chaos every week, make sure you're subscribed. We'll break it all down for you.